Hello folks, this is Mike, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman, and today I'm going to do a threefer. First part is going to be just showing you some very kind VCLT I got. Second one is I'm going to unbox a Grail of mine. It's a second-hand box set. I've been after this quite a long time, and so I'm going to show you that. Third part of this video is going to be fulfilling a challenge thrown out by Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll, where he tasks various people to do various things, and so the final part will be that. So the first part, I've had some VCLT very kindly sent to me by Mike Vinyl Spiral, Mike of Leeds, and he's a big fan of Yard Act, and I really like Yard Act as well. I probably got into them first time around because of Mike, actually. So I bought the first album. I've had that quite a long time and I really enjoy it. And the second album came out a couple of weeks ago, Where's My Utopia? And it's a really good album. I enjoy both albums, but very, very clever, great artwork, excellent album. Mike, they're a Leeds band, and as I say, they're one of Mike's favourites. And he very kindly, Yard Act on the actual day of release, they went to various record shops and events in Leeds, and Mike got autographs and various things. There were a bunch of postcards which Yard Act were issuing on the day to kind of fans in that Leeds area. And he very kindly picked me up one, and I've tucked it in the back of their latest album there. And it kind of, it's the same both sides, but it actually shows you all the places in Leeds, all the record shops and major kind of, the venues and various things, and where they went on the day. So it's a really interesting thing, day of release, and a lovely bit of memorabilia, Yard Act, that Mike kindly sent me, and I've tucked into the back. Mike sent me a letter, and yeah, hi Mike, here's the Yard Act postcard I promised you. And also he said, I thought you'd like something new from Leeds to listen to. And he's a fantastic champion for Leeds bands. And, quite right, there's some great music comes out of Leeds. My favourite is still Gang of Four, fantastic band. But he actually sent me debut 10-inch from a post-punk band called L'Objectif. One of the band members, he said, is a hairdresser. I think it's a drummer. And my son gets his hair cut by him. Lovely bit of trivia. They've got an album coming out shortly. All the best, Mike. And he very kindly sent me the 12-inch. L'Objectif, the name of the band. I think the band came from a couple of the guys were having French lessons at university, something, and they because the objective, they picked it out. They thought it was a great phrase, great word, and they used it to name the band. Have It Your Way is the name of this particular 10-inch. 5 tracks on it. As I say, we've got an album coming out shortly, and it's on lovely red vinyl. That's it, lovely. Fantastic. Post-punk. And yeah, I've played it several times now. Really like it. I'll definitely be buying the album. I think they're a really good, solid band. Have some good ideas. And yeah, thanks very much, Mike. Excellent. Very kind to send me both the card and also lovely piece of music, post-punk music from Leeds. Superb, thank you. Next thing, I got a Grail shortly, just a week ago. And it's a box set I've been after for quite a long time. It first came out in 2016, the box set, and it's by Pill, and it's album. Originally came out in 1986. It's a 30th anniversary box set, and it's probably my favourite Pill album. I think it's really well produced and great songs on it. I remember I bought it actually pretty close to the day it came out, I think. So it's one of those albums that's been with me a long, long time. And although Pill have made some other fantastic albums, this one's always just been a little bit special for me. There's the inside. There's the back. That's what you get with it. This particular, then you get 4 vinyl records. And, so record 1 is the album remastered with the 7 tracks on. Record 2, demos from the album, which I love hearing original demos. Record 3, mixes and outtakes 1, and record 4, mixes and outtake 2. I think with the actual box set, when you get CDs, which I think is about 4 CDs as well, you actually get a live gig from Brixton as well, but you don't get that with this particular set because it would just go on to turn into about 6 bits of vinyl or something. But that's the actual box. Really, really sturdy, excellent box. I do like a box. So and there's the cover album. And as I say, this was Peel's 5th album, came out in 1986. And what they decided to do this one was, from the artwork point of view, which I love, was to make it very minimalistic. And they kind of, I think the intent was they copied at the time a chain in the US called Ralph's, which I'm not aware of Ralph's. So VC colleagues in the US will probably recognise it straight away. But yeah, Ralph's. What you actually get with the box set is, as I say, 4 records. So you get the remastered album. So the artwork follows the same principle all the way through. Mixes and outtakes 1, mixes and outtakes 2, and the demos, get those as well. Same on the back, all the same principle there. And the actual records, I say 4 records, they all look exactly the same. Must say, I bought this second hand. It came out in 2016, and this is really hard to get hold of now, so I've been tracking it down for a while. The guy who sent it to me, I bought it off eBay. The guy who sent it to me packed it absolutely fantastically. He put all the records in individual MoFis, everything he possibly could to keep this 100% mint. He did. It's immaculate. So really appreciate that. All the labels are the same. The A side has got the Peel thing, and the other side has got what's on side A and B. 4 records, as I say, all exactly the same principle as that in those 4 sleeves. What you also get with it is a absolutely beautiful booklet, 72-page booklet, all about each particular record. Lots of great artwork, lots and lots of reviews about the album. Just so much information. Some great imagery. Music at the end. All the lyrics at the back end for each song. 72-page book. And I say this minimalist artwork, it does tickle me, because if you get the cassette, it's just called cassette. If you get the single of Rise, it's just called single. Excellent stuff. You also, this is something I must say actually, you get a download card as well, which Sound of Vinyl on this one. When I downloaded it, it's the metal box. So obviously absolutely no fault of the seller at all, because he actually put in the ad that he hasn't downloaded anything, and he hadn't. But so, you know, I could download metal box of that. I've actually been onto the company to try and get a new download card, but anyway, that was interesting. And it was the download box set, so all the demos and everything from that. Also a poster. And what do you think's on the poster? So, poster, the wonderful irony of Mr. Lydon. I'm actually going to see. I've managed to get a VIP ticket actually for a question and answer session with John Lydon in June, and he's doing a huge tour in the UK, about 30 dates or so. And it is actually just a Q&A. So John sitting on an armchair, chap interviewing him. Then I think it throws it open to questions at the end. Lasts about an hour. But as I say, I've got VIP meet and greet tickets to see him, so I really can't wait for that. And the artwork. So It says actually postcards, but it's a lot more than that. So the front one, yeah, art, of course it is. Really thick, beautiful paper. Album. And thick, beautiful card. I may well take this one in June actually and get him to sign this one. I think that's a really cool one. So, just a fantastic box set. For those of you who are not aware about it, I mean, it was produced by Bill Laswell, and Bill Laswell has worked with Jagger, Peter Gabriel, Iggy Pop, Motorhead, the Ramones, on and on it goes. The fascinating thing about this particular album was Bill were actually touring at the time, and John Lydon had the band all around him. They were touring all over the place. But when they went into the studio, Bill Laswell, the producer, said, I basically don't think the band are up to recording this album, so let me get in some friends. So he made some phone calls. So on guitar on this album is the incredible Stevie Vai. So you can imagine what the guitar works like on this album. Ginger Baker on drums, Ginger Baker Cream, phenomenal. On keyboards, Sakamoto of the Yellow Magic Orchestra on the keyboards. Bill Laswell plays bass himself. A few other guests as well on it. The backing vocalist from the Stones, apologies, it's gone at the moment. Oh, no, it's gone. But so the actual instrumentation on this album, Stevie Vai, Ginger Baker, etc., is fantastic. And the stories which come out of the recording, where Stevie Vai kind of flew into New York, where it was recorded in the autumn of '85, and he did several sessions. And I don't think John was there at the beginning, John Lydon. And but he recorded his parts, and then he was quite concerned what John was going to say about it. And then they met in the studio. John Lydon heard the guitar parts for the first time, and he was absolutely blown away, and he absolutely loved what Stevie Vai had done. And he said, how did you know that's what I wanted? And I think it was pretty much a similar story with Ginger Baker. There was talk of that particular band touring this album, but because of other commitments, it just never happened. But I think it's an absolutely fantastic album. If you haven't heard the album, you know, just listen to the album. It's terrific, it really is. But this box set, as I say, it's one that's eluded me for a while, and one which I'm very, very pleased to get my hands on. Right, final part of this Threefer is Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll. He did a video recently, and he went through various members of the VC, and he kind of set out challenges for them to do a video on certain all different things, you know, kind of a whole number of people. And one of the things he said to me was, where I play in a Kinks tribute group, which he was aware of, he wanted the band to play one of 3 tracks. And so anyway, I've been trying to get the band together to do that, because we haven't played for a couple of weeks. But to get the band together for rehearsal is quite difficult, to say the least. It's like herding cats. But anyway, going to move out to what we call the Roadhouse, where we rehearse, and see what I did. Okay, so I've decamped out now into the Kinks Alive rehearsal space. Drummer's bass drum. And Gary set me the challenge to do a Kinks number, and he said either Around the Dial was his choice, or Give the People What They Want, or Low Budget, and to do it with the band. But we haven't played for a couple of weeks. To get the guys into the rehearsal studio is like herding cats, so I thought I'm just going to go for it. So this is for you, Gary. This is Low Budget. Cheap is small, but not too steep. But best of all, cheap is cheap. The circumstance has forced my hand to be a cut price person in a low budget land. When times are hard, we'll all survive. We just need to learn to economize. I'm a low budget. I'm a low budget. I'm a low budget. Well, I'm a cut price person in a low budget land. Excuse my shoes, they don't quite fit. They were bought in a sale and they hurt me a bit. Even my trousers have given me a